LEGO Star Wars has a big problem, the helmet holes. Hello guys, my name is George and today we are discussing the biggest problem plaguing LEGO Star Wars. Over a year ago now, way back on August 1st of 2022, LEGO Star Wars fans alike saw the release of a highly anticipated LEGO set, that LEGO set being the ATTE. Now overall, the actual set itself wasn't bad, and was generally received well by fans. And within this LEGO set was 8 minifigures, those minifigures being a Phase 2 Commander Cody, 3 212 clone troopers, a clone gunner, and 3 B-1 battle droids, but something was different about these new clones. And that was the helmet holes. In some LEGO Star Wars fans' opinions, this began the downfall of LEGO clone troopers. But first off, before we take a deep dive into the community's thoughts and opinions on the helmet holes, we must understand why they were added to the Phase 2 clone troopers in the first place, and what their actual purpose is. The first time LEGO Star Wars fans ever saw the helmet holes was way back in 2008. That was in set 7674, the V19 Torrent. It retailed for 50 Great British Pounds or 54 US dollars. It had a piece count of 471, included one minifigure, and released on the 26th of July 2008. They've appeared in a wide range of minifigures that ranges from the Phase 1 clones, the Mandalorians, and the Phase 2 clones. The main reason as to why the helmet holes exist in the first place is because of accessories, as many characters in Star Wars require them. These accessories are the rangefinders, the visors, and more recently, the binoc pieces. These accessories I just mentioned provide a much needed level of details for these clone troopers, as it makes them more accurate to the source material. But now that brings us to the modern day clone troopers, and when LEGO introduced the 2020 style of clone troopers in set 75280, the 501st Legion clone troopers, they were missing one thing, and that thing was the helmet holes. Since these LEGO clone troopers were missing the helmet holes, it left fans unable to actually customize their clone troopers. That was because without the helmet holes you weren't able to add accessories like in past with the Phase 1 clone troopers. And exactly 2 years later, on August 1st of 2022, we saw the release of set 75337, the ATTE Walker, and for the first time, LEGO fans finally had helmet holes on Phase 2 clone troopers. And taking a look at these minifigures, they aren't actually too bad. We finally get a Phase 2 Cody, which has his orange visor piece, which is a must-have for his character. We also get 3 212 clone troopers that you could fully customize for the first time with rangefinders or binocs. So overall, these minifigures were generally well received at the time, but there was 2 problems with these clone troopers. And the first problem was those helmet holes. The helmet holes in question overall changed the overall shape of the Phase 2 helmet, and instead of going from a sleek design of the 2020 style of clone troopers, in 2022 we had these little helmet bumps that just, when looking straight on at a clone trooper now, they just look overall inaccurate. And secondly, with these helmet holes came another issue, and that was the printing. Taking a look at the box art of set 75337, the ATTE Walker, you can see that the orange prints on the 212 clone troopers helmet come to a point. When unboxing that set and building those figures, you can see how different they really are, as the prints on the 212 troopers helmets are actually shifted down, and you can see that instead of that orange part coming to a fine point, it actually comes to an abrupt stop where it just is a straight line now, because of the helmet holes cause the printing to be shifted down. And when the release of the 501st Specialist Clone Troopers Battle Pack released on January 1st of 2023, the same issue was apparent. Taking a look at the helmets from those sets and comparing those helmets to the 501st Battle Pack that was released in 2020, you can see that the helmet prints have been overall shifted down between the two, and that is only a problem due to those helmet holes. And those have been the 2 main problems with the helmet holes, as the helmet holes have introduced poor printing quality within the clone trooper minifigures, as it's been seen in the 212 troopers, the 501st Specialist troopers, and more recently the Commander Fox minifigure they released in the Coruscant Guard gunship in the summer of 2023, as well as the overall just bad shaping of the helmets and just look generally unpleasing to the eye. But with all that said, now we can actually take a look at the community's reaction to these helmet holes. There are many creators like M&R Productions and LifeBricks that just hate these helmet holes, as M&R has been known to refer to them as helmet warts in a lot of his reviews, and he bases the fact of the helmet holes on whether he's going to buy future LEGO sets that include clone troopers, as he's stated multiple times in a lot of his videos over the last couple of months. LifeBricks as well has shown disgust for these helmet holes, as he has shared his views on them in his videos before, and how he's made a couple of memes over on Instagram about how the new Captain Rex minifigure and the new Commander Fox minifigure deserves to be in the bin. There are other YouTubers known as Hello There Rex who says they're over the issue of the helmet holes. They don't say they love them, they don't say they hate them, but they're just over the issue of actually hating upon them because it really isn't that big of a deal, and that is an opinion I share there as well. But with all that said, those are just a handful of YouTubers that don't really represent the entire LEGO community. Overall, from what I've seen in the community, I'd say that most people actually don't like the helmet holes. A lot of people just have gone on record and shown disgust for them and just shown how disapproving of them they are and how they don't like the poor printing quality that's come with them, and the fact that the helmets just generally look worse. And I'd say that there is a strong minority of people within the community that don't actually mind the helmet holes, and I would even go as far as to say that some people really like them because they allow for the customization of clone troopers, which we haven't seen in quite a long time. Overall, my views on this issue are, I don't mind the helmet holes. The helmet holes aren't that bad. They allow for customization of clone troopers, which is a good thing, and they allow for minifigures to overall be a bit more accurate to their source material. The one thing I don't like, however, is the printing and the poor printing quality that comes with having these helmet holes. It's ridiculous that these clone troopers have poor printing when they come from a company whose slogan is "Only the best is good enough." But overall, those have been my thoughts on the helmet holes and the problems that they've caused within the LEGO community. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and possibly subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And anyway, my name's been George. Take care.